Hello everyone, it's been a while and I'm back with all that jazz. So, if you're new around here, hello. I'm James. I am the creator of Bear Explores, Bear Chat, Extra Exploring and also Shakespeare's, which I'll touch on a bit later on. But if you are if you're new, please do click that subscribe button because you've basically managed to click on something which will be full of adventure, action, and also probably a bit like a blockbuster movie or film if you're from the UK. So without any ado, my little announcement is that myself and 8 other friends of mine are going to the Norfolk Broads, and we are boating on this. This is the remaining one. It fits 9 people. It is a 42-foot long boat. It is also 12 foot wide, so not exactly a little boat. So with any ado, let's crack on to this first of many vlogs. Also in this vlog, in this section, I actually am going to be talking about the variety of boatyards in the Norfolk Broads. So particularly the big 3. There might be the big 4, but the ones that I've only seen around via different Norfolk Broad vlogs, but also different hints and tips, and also from my knowledge of watching it all. So yeah, I'm excited. Basically, as you can probably gather, this trip has meant the world because it's been in the making since 2018, and with everything happening, and then obviously with COVID, and again things keep happening, it literally had to be put back and back and back and back and back. So when I basically got the opportunity for this year, it was either do it or don't. So it's basically, I'm gonna do it. And a little shout out to my mum, who is also a follower on this channel and also on a lot of the other Norfolk Broad channels, and also to Adam and Gary C as well. Well, Adam Hatton as well, I should say. Hi mum! Just embarrass you as well. Now, as you can see on my top toolbar, there are 3 boatyards. So we have Barnes Brinkcraft, Richardson's Boating Holidays, and we have Herbert Woods. And also we do have the Norfolk Broads Authority. I'll touch on those later on. For us, we're going to be going through Barnes Brinkcraft with our boat. So let's start with Barnes Brinkcraft. So as you can see, beautiful website as you would expect. Now let's search for a boat and holiday. So obviously for safety reasons, I'm not going to be displaying when we're going, but for devil's advocate, let's say the 4th of October for around 3-4 nights for 2 people. So a nice couple for a weekend, and let's search. So comes up with a variety of options. As you can see, there are 3 options that you can go for. no frills, mid-range, and elite. So depending on your budget and also what you're wanting to get out of your boat and holiday will depend on that, as well as other aspects as well, which I will touch on a bit later. As you can see, tempo is 912, whereas if you went for mid-range, it could be around £500-600, or it could be less for no frills. But in this case, let's click on Sonnet, which is a mid-range craft, and a lovely one too. So, as you can see, it has a lot of symbols and icons. If you go onto the website and either click on Sonnet or whichever boat that you desire, if you basically put your cursor on top of the icon, it will tell you very easily. So as we scroll down, you can see the deck plan. So this is perfect for a couple, but also if you're bringing 2 people with you, that's also included in the price as well. But one thing that you do need to bear in mind, whether you're going for 4 days or 21 days, is these bridges, and this information that I've basically circled around. This will basically give you an indication of whether your boat can fit under these 4 bridges. If they do, brilliant. 9 times out of 10, you might need something called what we call as a pilot, which is basically a member of staff that's part of the Norfolk Broads Authority, and they will take you and your boat underneath the bridge. Now, like I said, with depending on the price will depend on the features, and also what you're going to get from the boat. Like for this one has Wi-Fi, which has a 1 GB of data allowance that's free and included in the price. There is a fantastic little video / vlog from a guy called The Captain's Blog, who, if you watch the video that is called the Brinks Rhapsody Review, I will link it down under here. But I'm hoping that in the video there is like sections that you can go to, and he talks about if you are wanting Wi-Fi, and also if you do want the Wi-Fi, he basically, like I said just now, it tells you what to do, and also if you don't need the Wi-Fi because you've got a really good strong connection with your network, or if you are using a dongle from your network, or if you're using other things, he'll basically explain everything a lot better than I would generally. So also to bear in mind that in the features, they might not have everything that you desire. But with that in mind comes the price. So, for example, for the Sonnet for 3-4 nights is $589, with a fuel deposit, damage waiver. But if you do not use all of your fuel, the money that you paid for your fuel, if you have existing fuel in your tank, you get your money back. I don't know if that's for all of the boatyards, but the one which I'm going to does apply. So, but also one thing to bear in mind, that if you're going as a single-sex couple, or if you are under 25, you'll need to click that little white box I don't know why, but basically you have to pay a £300 on arrival. So the Sonnet is £300, a refundable security deposit. But if you get a boat that is bigger, it could be £500 for a security deposit that is refundable. But basically, the moral of the story is keep safe, be careful, don't crash the boat, don't sink the boat, and just enjoy the Broads. So once you're happy with everything, we will glide down to where it says book now. So now we're on the book now section. This is the opportunity if you want to add optional extras. So it can go from wanting to take your little Jack Russell with you. However, there is a maximum of 2 pets. And also a pet size life jacket, which is a £10 refundable deposit. All the way down to parking, mallet for the road's anchors, sailing dinghy if you wanted to splash out a little bit more, or if you're wanting to go down littler, broady bits. Now, when it comes to parking, it also comes in with an additional charge. However, there are some boats that will include a complimentary parking up to 2 cars. If you're going to be a couple to the Sonnet, then you probably will just need to park 1 car. But if you're wanting to splash out a little bit more, or maybe you're new to the Broads, you might need a map for touristy things to do and everything else. So now, as you can see, there is a fuel deposit, which has not changed, damage waiver, not changed, but your total amount of the whole entire holiday would change because of the extras. And as it says on the bottom, you can pay for it. A lot of people who do bookings do tend to pay the £150 first just to see what happens. So now you've done all your optional extras for your boating trip and you're happy with everything, it's time to click that little button at the bottom saying book now. It will take you to next step, which will ask you for your email, and if you've got an account with the boatyard, it will ask you for your password. But if you're a first timer, just at the bottom of where it says email, it will ask for your first name, last name, address, contact details, and then once you've filled that in, it has a little bit asking if you are wanting to be kept in the loop for any marketing stuff. I don't usually go for it, but I know some people might. And right at the bottom there, you create your password. Now that will basically allow you, once you've paid for everything, or the 180 or £150 as it for to secure the booking, you'll be able to access your account with using your password and also your email address. Once you've done that, and still a new timer doing your boating trip, it will take you to the next step, which is the payment service. So you can choose from a variety of cards, and also from debit to credit cards. The only one that I couldn't see that you could use was American Express, and I'm sure there's another one, and I can't remember what the other one was. So, however, you can use Google and Apple Pay as a payment option as well. So once you've done all the booking, paid your £150 off or 180 depending on your declaring payment is, it's now for you to enjoy, relax, start paying off bit by bit. And I feel that there is a curfew. I think it's about 10 weeks before you have to pay the balance by before you go onto your boat. The boatyard will tell you exactly what's going to happen and everything else in between. So I hope this bit has helped. And now back to the next bit of this vlog. Well, that's it, everyone. So it's easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. Now I touched on them briefly earlier, but I do want to explain more about them, and that is the Norfolk Broads Authority. They are the backbone of the Broads, in my opinion. They are the ones who are there for you, for your safety, and also to make sure that you are also making sure that you are enjoying your trip on the Broads. They are also there as what they call themselves as pilots if you are coming across to a very slow bridge. So that could be up in Potter Heigham, that could be in Wroxham, that could also be down towards Beccles Way. So, as well as that, they have a fantastic website that has a good vast of information for you to do some light reading beforehand. They also do have some videos on how to moor up, how to cast off, what you should do if there's a person overboard, also different apps that you can use on the board. So like for example, I'll be using an app called Away. So it's spelled AWEIGH, and that basically is a fantastic app which I will be touching on later on in the vlogs, possibly before I do like a what should you pack on a boating trip. I feel from my experience of having to learn how to downsize on all of my packing, or in other ways of saying traveling light. So yeah, because again, depending on the size of your boat, you might not get a lot of storage. So that's also one thing to keep in mind. So yeah, but also I want to do a bit of a shout out for the Norfolk Broads network. Now I have classed them as the Bible of the Norfolk Broads. So if you can't find anything on the Norfolk Broads Authority, you might have more luck with the forums that's part of the Norfolk Broads network. To be a member, it is completely free. You can, if you want, you can get your own little flag to say that has your name on it and makes it all pretty and everything else. But also you can get a little sticker, say NBN, your name, member, as well. So yeah, I keep rambling. But it's been a while, and as you can imagine, I'm so excited. I'm going to end the stream here. It's been amazing as always, and I hope to see you all again very soon as we touch on a bit more about the Norfolk Broads, but also I do have some few activities under my sleeve and under my belt. So please do subscribe if you haven't already, and I love you all. Take care, everyone. Bye.